Episode 4 of Silo Season 3 starts with Camille radioing through to Amy, intending to finish the job with Juliette and have Emerson kill her. A sim shows up and greets Camille, who wants him to fast-track the judicial process for installing an interim mayor. A Sims knows Camille was behind the gassing in the mines, but given they didn't find Lucas Kyle, that didn't go to plan. Sims offers a reassuring hand though, knowing she has an impossible choice on her hands and claiming that he wants to help. Juliette's murder is botched though, as Amy sedates Emerson instead. It's also revealed here that Amy had already been reducing Juliette's memory suppressant medication before Juliette started refusing it herself. And when Shirley finds out about the mine incident, she scrambles up to the infirmary. However, the place is wound tight with security and they're not going to get past anytime soon. At least not without Knox winding up the soldiers and starting a fight. Now all of this is a ruse to get Shirley inside, which works because the soldiers clear the doorway and allow her to slip past. Inside, Shirley finds Sims organising traffic and overhears him talking to Camille about Juliette's escape. Shirley relays this to Knox before following them. And meanwhile, the motley band of rebels catch up with Lucas Kyle, who confirms that the outside world really is an apocalypse and it isn't the paradise shown in the cleaning video. Judicial security are still on the hunt for Kyle though, and although he wants to leave, that isn't going to happen anytime soon. Now Amy gives Juliette instructions to head for the pump room while she serves as a distraction and sends the guards in the wrong direction. This gives Juliette the opportunity to escape. Paul continues to do some digging into Orla Kent's death, where he learns that Orla wasn't killed by the gas in the mines and has already been murdered. She was struck in the back of the head before her body was dumped in a sealed tunnel. Paul heads down to Supply, where he's supposed to meet Carla McLean. Carla doesn't show up though, and appears to have gone missing too. Instead, Paula finds Orla's sketchy boyfriend Mike, who doesn't seem all too bothered that she's gone. He shrugs it off though, bringing up how independent Orla was. Now Paul's search also brings him to Glenda, who has no love lost for Orla. Orla took the shadow position that Glenda believes should have been hers, while Ed Harwood also appears to be connected to the situation. Inside the pump room, Juliette runs straight into Sims. He tells her to listen, but she does no such thing. Sims appears to be trying to help her here, but Juliette understandably assumes it's another trap and scrambles away. She soon runs into Shirley, who offers her a place to hide down in Mechanical. Juliette wants to speak to Lucas Kyle though, as she knows he's still alive. Shirley works to ferry Juliette down, but when the rebels find out, Lucas becomes concerned. He convinces Kennedy to intercept Juliette's route and catch up with her, confident that reconnecting with people and places from her past could help jog Juliette's memory. Shirley and Juliette eventually end up in the deepest part of the silo, returning to the hidden digger void from Season 1, where Juliette once dived into the water and spent time with George. And inside the concealed living area, Juliette finds a very badly burned Bernard. It turns out he's still alive. Now in our past timeline, Daniel and Helen are reeling after Stephen Price's disappearance. Helen implores Daniel not to go back home as it's unlikely to be safe. Instead, she brings him to the apartment of her ex, Palmer. He's currently on assignment in South Sudan, so he isn't exactly going to object to them being there. Now whilst there, Helen brings up some alarming news. When she tried to ring Charlotte's father's number and Stephen's number, both were no longer in use. With the recording gone, the pair try to work out how they can retrieve it, and the clue could be Stephen's online chess game. They trace the username back to something resembling Bigfoot Lives, while the unusual chess move suggests that the account may have been used to communicate in secret. Then in the morning, Daniel organises a meeting at the Pentagon. They speak to Sam Ramsey and ask for his help finding the player behind the online chess account. The pair recap what we've learned from their storyline, including the plane seemingly not being controlled by the pilots and the missing recordings. Sam is reluctant to help here though, as he's subjected to regular lie detector tests and intense scrutiny, meaning that looking into this could put his entire career at risk. The pair are later approached by a man named Henry, who explains that Stephen Price is now working for the Radford Group, which is a prestigious cybersecurity think tank. He also reveals that other people involved have been rewarded or bought off. Now Henry warns that Daniel and Helen are endangering an important operation and offers them the chance to walk away from all of this. Helen is offered a lucrative journalism job at the Times, while Daniel is promised continued financial support for Charlotte's medical care. After going their separate ways, Daniel then receives a call from Sam on a secure line. He's gone down the proverbial rabbit hole and found something shocking. Daniel immediately picks up Helen and the pair drive off together to parts unknown. So Silo returns this week with another slow, methodical chapter as we continue to move forward with both our storylines. The past plot involving Daniel and Helen alongside the current Silo drama with Juliette Nichols. So far this third season has moved pretty slowly, but there are interesting threads to pull at here too. Now what did Sam find on the computer? And why are the authorities so adamant that Helen and Daniel stop searching? As for the drama inside the silo, it's interesting that Sim seems to be set up as this thug, but the way he confronted Juliette and didn't bother chasing after her seems to hint there's more going on here than we're seeing. Was he going to warn her or form some sort of alliance against Camille? This does seem to be where the character arc is heading. However, the revelation that Bernard is still alive is a shocking one, especially as his body was apparently disposed of. Well, clearly it wasn't. Again, this ties back into Sims, who could have his own agenda here to help Juliette, remaining loyal to Bernard in the process. The other intriguing thread comes from the murder investigation with Orla. An awful lot of time has been dedicated to this subplot, and it surely must be tied into the main plot in some way for so much time to be spent here. Either way, the two storylines end on a rather shocking note, leaving the door wide open for next week's chapter. Thanks for watching, and do let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash a like or subscribe to the channel, your support is very much appreciated. I'm Greg Wheeler, and from all of us over here at The Review Geek, we'll see you on the next video.